everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to address a question that I had been wondering about for a while and had a hard time finding good answers to online. So I hope that this video will be helpful for any of you who have been having that same question, which is what are the differences between the Chantecaille lip veil and lip chic formulas? So Chantecaille is one of my favorite beauty brands. I own a lot of products from them, and I especially really love their lip products. Now, their products are very pricey. Their lipsticks are anywhere from $40 to $60. And so it does really matter which formulation you're getting. And for a long time, I didn't really have a clear sense of what the differences were between these two major formulas they have. The descriptions online are a little bit nebulous. So if you look at the description for the lip veil, it says a revolutionary light gliding lipstick enriched with Baobab oil certified by Fair Wild that leaves a luminous veil of pure hydrating color on the lips. And then on the other hand, we see for the lip chic, it says that it combines the high shine effects of a gloss with the rich, even coverage of a lipstick. So that's kind of what we have to go off of in terms of the website descriptions. And a lot of brands will have like a matte lipstick and then a satin lipstick or hydrating lip formula, like very distinct types. Whereas I feel like based on the descriptions of these two Chantecaille formulas, they're both in the very comfortable hydrating formula range. And so at least for me, I was confused for a while. So today I have two of each formula with me. So I'll give you guys comparison swatches of these and also talk through the formulas as well. So if you are interested in learning more about Chantecaille lip products, then just stick around. So to start off, let me take off the lip balm that I have on my lips so I can go ahead and get into some swatches for you guys. So I'm going to start by swatching this shade. This is Crocus. This is one of the lip chic formulas. This came in one of their limited edition packaging options for spring last year. Really, really beautiful. I mean, I have to confess, a major reason I bought this was just because of the packaging. Chantecaille always hits it out of the park when it comes to packaging. And so you can see this is a decently pigmented, very high shine glossy finish. This is one swipe on the lips. So you can see that with one swipe, it's not a full pigmentation lipstick. It's a little bit more of a medium coverage. But you can build it up. So this is like 3 layers on the lips, and now you can really see that shade. Even though this is kind of a bright fuchsia shade in the bullet, I will say because it has that slight sheerness, on the lips it is a lot more kind of easygoing and everyday friendly. This is a really nice magnetized enclosure as well, very heavy and luxe. And this lip chic formula, as you can see, is very, very glossy and high shine on application. I absolutely love this formula. This is one of my all-time favorite formulas in terms of lipstick in general. Now, the lip chics do come in 2 different types of packaging. So you can see here, this is the standard packaging that it comes in. So if you just buy their normal lip chics, not any of the limited edition ones, it says Chantecaille around the bullet. It's this very compact, very chic metal packaging. I have this in shade Calla Lily. This is actually one of my most used lip products in general. If you guys watched my best of 2023 video, you know that this featured quite prominently. This for me is just a really great everyday shade. It goes with every single look. It's a bit more muted than what we have here. Crocus is definitely more of a spring, really fun look on the lips. So here's one layer of Calla Lily. You can see this for me is really a my lips but better kind of look. It just gives you a little bit more redness and kind of a black currant undertone to your lips. And then again, you can definitely build it up. So here's that shade built up a bit. Again, you can see it's definitely a little bit more muted on the lips compared to in the bullet, just because it has the sheer formula. But it's so, so comfortable on the lips, and it doesn't feel sticky at all. When you glide your lips together, it has that slippiness. So it really just feels like you have a very comfortable hydrating lip mask, and it definitely gives you a nice shiny finish. So that's the Lip Chic formula. In terms of the lip veil, so these always come in the rectangular packaging. So these kind of come in that same packaging that you saw with that limited edition Crocus shade, which can be a little bit confusing. So if you see this packaging, you know for sure it's a Lip Chic. If you see this kind of packaging, it could either be a lip veil or Lip Chic. So it's good to pay attention to which one you're getting. So first I have the lip veil in the shade Baobab. This is in their Support for Giants charity edition. So this has a really nice elephant motif on it. And let me give you guys a swatch. So here we have the lip veil in Baobab. And zooming you guys in, you might already be able to see a little bit of the differences. So these two Lip Chics are a lot more juicy in finish in comparison to the lip veil. The lip veil is also more pigmented. So this is just one quick swipe. If you compare this with the Calla Lily, which is a somewhat similar shade, you can see how much more sheer Calla Lily is in comparison to the lip veil. So I took off that Lip Chic. So now I'm gonna go in with Baobab. So that is one swipe of Baobab. One swipe on both sides, and then let's just go in with a little bit more. So there's several differences in terms of formulation. So first off, the lip veil is definitely way more pigmented than the Lip Chic. It also feels very different on the lips. It has a little bit more of that kind of silicone texture to it. So if you guys are familiar with, for example, the Lisa Eldridge Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks that have a little bit of that silicone texture to them, or the Natasha Denona lipsticks, those are ones that have slightly similar formulations to this. So it is very comfortable and hydrating on the lips, but I wouldn't say it's nearly as hydrating as the Lip Chic. Also, it might be a little bit hard to tell on initial application because I did have those Lip Chics on previously, but this definitely has more of a satin finish in comparison to the Lip Chics. It's definitely not matte at all, but especially if you apply this directly to dry lips, you will get something that's not quite as shiny. So now let's go into the last one, Wild Begonia. This is also one of their limited edition packagings. This is, I think, from last year. It's their release that had all of the beautiful horses. And this shade is called Wild Begonia. It's more of a cool-toned mauvey shade. In hindsight, I probably should have ended with Baobab instead, but that's okay. So here again is one layer of Wild Begonia. One layer on both sides of my lips. And then 1.5 layers. This shade is really great on days when you want a cooler toned, more pinky look. So sorry for the discontinuity, but after I filmed the last video, I actually picked up 2 more Chantecaille lip cheeks, and so I wanted to include those in today's video as well, just so you guys have all the swatches in the same place. So here are the boxes for the 2 new lip cheeks. Aren't they so pretty? So this one over here is kind of the typical lip cheek packaging. So if you just get one of their normal ones, this is how it will look. Now, what inspired this order though was this Year of the Dragon lip cheek. So I was really attracted to this for the packaging. When it first came out, it basically sold out very quickly. And so the moment it came back into stock, I had to pick this up. So here we have the Year of the Dragon lip cheek. This is in the shade Red Juniper, which is one of their existing shades. But it's super, super pretty. Look at that bright red color. Ooh. So perfect for Lunar New Year. So let me go ahead and put this on my lips. So you can see that slight sheerness from the Lip Chic formula. So here's one layer, still a little sheer. And here's another layer. So this is a very bright, very vibrant red color, as you guys can see. There's a bit of a blue base, so this is not at all a warm red. It's a very bright red that will really brighten your overall complexion, make your teeth look a little bit brighter. So really, really pretty. I'm very excited about this shade. I don't really wear reds like this very often, but I just love the packaging and I think this is so fun for the holidays. And the other lip cheek here is Wild Poppy. This is in their standard packaging, so no magnetization. It's one of those click enclosures. You can see this is more of a warm toned red, almost a little orangey. Let's put this on. So here we have Wild Poppy. This is super bright, but in kind of a different way. As you guys can see, it has much more orange to it. It's more of a warm toned red. Wow. Really intense. These both are really bright, which I kind of wasn't expecting, because since this formula is a little bit more on the sheer side, I thought it would be more of that kind of natural red, but they definitely pack a punch. And for context, I picked this up because I had enough points in my Chantecaille loyalty account to get this for free. So I was a little on the fence because I was like, do I really need 2 red lipsticks? But they are really pretty, and they're red in a different way, basically. So let me give you guys some swatches. So here we have Red Juniper, that beautiful blue toned red. And I do think if you wanted to wear these on a more everyday basis, you can maybe just blot a little bit on your lips instead of building it up like I did today. So hopefully you can see the differences a little bit more here. So both of them very vibrant, but definitely more blue based versus more orange based. And here we have it swatched with the other Chantecaille lipsticks I have. So Red Juniper, Wild Poppy, Calla Lily, Crocus, and then the 2 lip veils. So we have Baobab and Wild Begonia. 2 additional things I forgot to mention earlier in terms of formulation differences are that the lip veils don't really have any scent or fragrance to them, whereas the lip cheeks do have sort of a sweet vanilla taste to them. Personally, I don't mind. I think it's a nice touch either way, but did want to mention that in case you prefer having no taste at all. And then in terms of how these sit on the lips, the lip veil has a very thin formula, so you don't feel it as much on the lips, whereas the lip cheeks definitely have a little bit more volume to them. They feel a little bit thicker on the lips. Of course, the trade-off is the lip cheeks have more of that nourishing effect. They really envelop the lips, whereas the lip veils are very light and aren't going to provide you that level of moisture and hydration. So hopefully that was helpful in case any of you were interested in more of the red toned, really bright lipsticks in the range. These are definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I am excited to have these in my collection. I am very impressed with just how pigmented and vibrant they are. And I think both of these are perfect if you want to do a super glam look or a holiday look, and they both feel amazing on the lips. So overall, I would say I do enjoy both formulas. Personally, I am partial to the lip cheeks. Actually, I first started out by picking up these 2 lip cheeks, and then I picked up these 2 lip veils, not really knowing how different the formulas would be. And I have enjoyed the lip veils, but I think for me, the lip veils are more similar to other lipsticks I have in my collection. And personally, I do have super dry lips, and so I would rather sacrifice some pigmentation in order to get something super comforting like with these lip cheeks, rather than have a more full pigment formula that is a little bit less comfortable. But the one thing I don't like about it is I do find with these sort of more silicone-based formulas, at least on my lips, they feel really good on initial application, but as the day wears on, I feel like they do tend to be less nourishing on the lips, and I do find that after a while, my lips do start feeling a little bit dry, and I need to kind of switch over to something that is more of a glossy, hydrating finish. So I hope that this quick video was helpful for any of you who have been curious about these 2 different formulations. I would love to hear in the comments if you guys have tried Chantecaille lip products, what your impressions have been. Do you have a preference between these 2 different formulas? Oh, and also as a side note, I forgot to mention what I have on my face today. Everything will be linked in the description box, but this is basically a full face of Chantecaille with some other luxury products as well. So that's it for today's video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!